Hi, this is Devin.
And I'm Tim.
And we're Parents at the Parks.
This is Parents Perspective, a series where we discuss Disney news and topics and what it means for families with kids at Disney World. Today we're going to be talking about the 10 things we're most excited for at Disney World in 2026. The return of Cool Kids Summer.
Yeah!
This was an event that they had last year during the summer, and now they're going to bring it back. It runs this time from May 26th to September 8th. And basically last year, if you went, they have character events at all 4 parks at Magic Kingdom. They had it at Tomorrowland before. Now it's going to be in Frontierland with the Toy Story characters, Woody and Jessie, to celebrate their movie, which comes out June of this year, June 19th.
And that's going to be in Diamond Horseshoe, right?
It used to do dinner shows like a couple decades ago, and it's not really been used since then much, only as like an overflow for Liberty Tree Tavern and the same food that they have there. Right. But now they're going to bring it back as a fun space to have a little Toy Story show where your kids will get to dance with them and to do a craft there. So excited about that. Get some cowboys and cowgirls back at Frontierland. And next we'll go to Bluey appearing for the first time at Disney World. Wow. And this is actually, I believe, something that's going to continue after Cool Kids Summer, because the Toy Story and the Goofy at EPCOT, those are listed as limited time, but this is not. This is something I think that's going to continue, and you can find them at Conservation Station at Rafiki's Planet Watch at Animal Kingdom. And Bluey and Bingo are going to be there, and they're going to play games with kids, and they're going to take photos. They'll have some games from the show, with an animal twist to match the park. And the example they gave was Butterfly Keepy Uppy, which our kids love butterflies, and they love Keepy Uppy, so that's a home run. And there's going to be dancing there as well, so it's just going to be a lot of fun with Bluey. I'm sure they'll have dance mode. Some of you parents may have to get in on that.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm doing this for my kids.
So it's going to be a lot of fun with Bluey and Bingo. Plus, being Animal Kingdom, they're going to bring out some animals from Australia that the kids can meet, some actual animals.
I don't think they'll let you pet a kangaroo, a wallaby, a wombat, koala.
Dingo.
Definitely not a dingo.
They'll probably just bring them out. There's a little stage up there where they do animal shows sometimes. They'll probably bring some animals out there.
Yeah, I could totally see them bringing out like a koala, I bet. That would be really fun. The new tea experience opening up at the Grand Floridian in the Garden View Lounge. And I'm really excited about this one for obvious reasons. Got my cup of tea right here. I love tea, so this one's going to be awesome. The
lounge has actually been closed since everything shut down due to COVID. Now, 5 years later, it's finally reopening with a new tea experience. Disney said they will have some whimsical Disney touches at Garden View, and they've said it's for all ages. So
so you can take your little ones to that. And the best thing is like, you don't even have to be staying at the Grand Floridian to be able to do that. You can be staying at you can be staying at a value resort, and you can still take your kiddo over to Grand Floridian and get those things. All right, so moving on to the reopening after the refurbishment of Space Ranger Spin. It still is going by that name, right?
Yes, it's been closed since last August, so you missed it if you came in the fall, but if you come again this year, it'll now be back and better than ever.
Well, Space Ranger Spin now with Buddy. They're introducing a new character, Buddy. She is at the beginning of the ride. She's supposed to help you like calibrate your guns and help you with your mission and just make sure you're all ready.
They're basically redoing almost everything about the ride. They're redoing the ride
cars,
vehicle, they're redoing the blasters, they're redoing the targets, because they're going to make the targets more interactive. More things are going to light up, so you can tell. It used to be, honestly, a little difficult to tell where you're aiming.
Yeah, that was part of the fun. I loved it. You just be shooting at everything. You don't know.
Little kids. But now, I believe that the guns are no longer attached to the car, you now can hold them, and they're like always on. I believe.
Yeah, it's like a continuous blast.
Yeah, so
all the targets.
It's super easy for little kids now, which is awesome.
They said they're going to change out they're going to have like a video monitor on the car now. That way it updates real time what your score is.
So just more high-tech while also being easier for all ages. Even toddlers will be able to do this now.
And because we have taken both the kids on this one, and the blasters were hard for them to do. Like, just to even, wrap your hand around it. Like, little kids are going to have trouble with that. So I love this idea that it just is going to continuously blast, so little kids can have so much more fun, pointing it around. And don't forget, you can take babies on this ride. It is truly family friendly for everyone.
Another ride that's making a comeback. Last year, all year, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad was closed. Yeah. It's now going to reopen also in the springtime. Not a lot is going to change on that one because, I mean, it is a classic.
Yeah. It's already on it. It was honestly really good as is, so.
And it's such a classic ride that they don't want to change everything, but they are going to make some enhancements to it, especially the opening scene. We used to go through kind of a dark cave with, like, bats, and honestly...
Like a possum skull?
It honestly was a... what is it?
I don't know. I think so. I think there's a possum at some point.
It was honestly a little scary for the kids in that dark cave. But they're going to make it more colorful, because it's called Rainbow Caverns, that section. And they're going to have, like, pools of water that reflect light of different colors up to the stalactites. So it's going to be really beautiful. But also, they said there'll be an ominous rumble, because you are on a haunted mountain, after all. That is why your mine train goes out of control on a wild ride. But I'm excited to see the new scene. I'm excited to see what's new about the ride. Yeah. And it's always been a little bit of an underrated ride, because it's always less busy than Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Right. I actually think it's a little bit more fun than Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. It's a little bit more wild.
Well, there's a slight higher height limit at 40 inches for Big Thunder Mountain. So it's not like, I mean, that's still a pretty little kid, but just want to keep that in mind.
Yeah, it is a little bit more of an extreme ride, I think. It's not quite as smooth.
It's Fiona's favorite roller coaster. She loves it.
She loves it. I'm excited to take on the new version.
Yeah.
Although with it reopening, it is almost a bummer, because it was always reliable as having a lower weight than some the other coasters, but now it's probably going to be a big weight this year.
Well, this might, if you want to ride Seven Dwarf Mine Train, maybe this will be a good time, because everyone will be going over to Big Thunder Mountain. So if you have a little kiddo that's only 38 inches, then that'll free up some of the queue over at Seven Dwarf.
Hopefully. Probably not.
Probably not. It's always busy, people. Always. All right, we're sticking with the rides. It is Disney World after all. Soaring Across America. Right now, if you were to go ride Soarin', it's Soarin' Around the World. But for America's birthday, happy birthday to America. 250th. They are actually filming over a dozen new locations. Have they said where they're going?
They just said from West Coast, iconic. East Coast, United States.
So they're doing more than 12 different places across America, filming them. They're going to have new scents, new sounds. It's going to be really awesome. And I'm really excited about this one because I love Soarin'. It's another one with a little bit lower height requirement. It's only 40 inches. And it's really not too intense, although Ian just told us the other day that he doesn't like it when the bird flies at his face. He thinks it's scary.
Well, there's a new version. Maybe they like the new version
right.
more.
Hopefully there's not. Maybe there'll be an eagle now. Sam Eagle flies at your face.
I do hope they have the transitions, because the California one that they originally had didn't have transitions, and I didn't quite like it as much as Soaring Across Around the World, where they have those transitions. Fun. It makes it feel more immersive.
Like because you got a bird flying at your face.
So I hope they keep that. And this is supposed to be open by Memorial Day, they say. Yes. So Memorial Day, or maybe a little before.
And I would say that it will probably definitely run through summer at least.
I would think so, yeah.
To coincide with Cool Kids Summer. But I mean, maybe if they get some guest feedback that people really like it, maybe it'll just stick around for the rest of the year.
I mean, they're putting a lot of effort into it.
Right.
I gotta think at least a year, right?
Yeah.
But it is supposedly just limited time. It will eventually go back to Soaring Around the World. So hopefully you can go this year and catch it while you can. All right, on to ride makeover, I guess, because it's a rock and roller coaster. The Aerosmith version is going to close down on March 1st. And then sometime this summer, it's going to reopen as Rock and Roller Coaster with the Muppets.
Wow, that's a really fast turnover.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they're just keeping the ride exactly the same, other than how it's themed, right?
Yeah, but I mean, they're going to change the whole pre-show. It's going to be... It's always been called G-Force Records is the company, but now the G stands for J.P. Gross, who's a Muppets character if you've watched it, Scooter's uncle. And he bought this record studio, and Electric Mayhem's going to play there. So Electric Mayhem will be in the pre-show. And they have some concept art. They have little penguin engineers, sound engineers. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's pretty funny.
I bet it will be funny.
Muppet Vision 3D was one of the funnier shows.
Oh, definitely.
At Disney World. And it was at Hollywood Studios. And it's gone now to make way for the new Monsters area. So they're moving Muppets over here. And I hope it still has that same... zany vibe.
I think it will.
I think it's going to be funny. And basically the new story now is Electric Mayhem has to, they're late for a concert, just like Aerosmith used to be.
Yeah.
But they're going to have a Muppets Lab enhanced limousine that you got to get in and go through across Hollywood. And they said there's going to be like Hollywood landmarks with like a Muppets twist.
That's
so
gonna be fun.
all the theming on the ride is going to be updated and changed. It's going to be the same ride, vehicle, and experience, but seen in a whole new way.
All right, so moving on to the repainting of Cinderella's castle, or maybe I should say the repainting to the original Cinderella's castle.
The D-painting?
The D-painting, yeah. The D-painting of Cinderella's castle. So this is expected to start now, right?
Yeah, immediately.
Immediately, and it is going to run, and they said, as of right now, late 2026, so we don't have a specific time frame of when this is going to happen, but they're going to change it from the 50th pink and royal blue castle back to the more iconic original colors. They said they're going to have a palette of grays and golds and
white and cream
and creams and blues. So they said it's a new original, but it sounds and looks like it's going to be basically just like the old castle. Which
I'm glad. I like the look of the old castle. I mean, it was nice that they did something different for the 50th.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's been 5 years.
Yeah. We've been celebrating the 50th for a couple years now.
I always liked the original look because it just looks more like Cinderella's castle.
Yeah, I agree. And it was like unique, you know? It doesn't look like the Paris one. It doesn't look like California. It was its own thing.
Yeah, it's new paint job. It looked a little bit like Sleeping Beauty Castle almost.
Yeah.
But now they're going back to the classic Cinderella Castle colors.
And how they're going to go about this, we're not entirely sure, because when the castle was painted for the 50th anniversary, it was during the pandemic in 2020 when the park was closed. So they probably just painted it all the time. It took about 5 months to paint then. So we're not sure if they're...
It's going to take longer this time. I'm guessing they're going to try to do painting at night and then have everything pulled away in the daytime so you can still get your castle photos without like a big crane.
Scaffolding.
A guy painting in the background of your picture. Okay, my number 2. You ready to talk about Star Wars?
Oh, boy. Don't ask me anything about it.
Another new version of a ride. May 22nd, you Star Wars fans already know, Mandalorian and Grogu movie is going to come out. And on that same day that the movie's coming out, a new version of Smuggler's Run is going to come out. That's the Millennium Falcon ride at Hollywood Studios, where you get to pilot the Millennium Falcon.
That's fun.
And they're going to redo it with a whole new mission starring the Mandalorian and Grogu, or Baby Yoda, as some of you may know him as.
Yeah.
And
me, I'm not someone. Baby Yoda.
And this is... The story this time is Hondo Ohnaka gets wind of some ex-Imperial officers on Tatooine, and there's a bounty on them, so that you're going to go capture them with the Mandalorian and Grogu's help. And they've said that this time, actually, you will be able to choose your destination while the ride's going. I'm not sure how that works, if the pilot, like, steers towards the planet they want to go to. But they have concept art that shows... some classic locations you can visit: Bespin, Cloud City, the destroyed Death Star wreckage over the forest moon of Endor, and Coruscant, the Imperial capital. So you're going to be able to visit any of those planets, and a different one each time. It's going to add some variety to the ride. Yeah. And they've said you're going to have new abilities as well. For example, they said the engineer will be able to communicate with Grogu. So however that's going to work, maybe push a button, he can talk.
Even if, like, your kid, like, you know, a lot of kids do love Star Wars, but if your kids don't, then even just riding the ride, even if you don't know any of the lore or the stories, it's still, like, such a fun ride, and it has a lower height requirement of only 38 inches. So little ones can go on, and there's, like, buttons to press, and it's a lot of fun. We actually did a video on this. It was Ian's first time getting to ride it, and we let him pilot it.
We did let our 2 little kids pilot it. Not recommended.
Well, it was a good time.
This is a little bit better ride for older kids, I think, who can master video games a bit more. But the ride height does mean any kid over 38 inches can ride. Yeah, and as you said, even if you don't like Star Wars, I mean, you're flying in a spaceship. It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a really cool experience. So even if you're not a Star Wars fan, give it a try. And if you've tried it before, now you can try it this year in a whole new way.
All right, so our number 1, what we're most excited about.
Yeah, honestly, I'm probably the most excited for this one too. If you have kids, this is the biggest news.
The Animation Courtyard at Hollywood Studios, it closed back in September 2025, but it is reopening in summer of 2026 this year. And what it will be reopening as is honestly like a whole bunch of different stuff.
They said there's going to be a section called Off the Page where there will be 6 different departments involved in making movies, and there will actually be a character to meet at all of those locations.
Oh, that's
they
so fun.
They mentioned Rapunzel and Mulan, so it sounds like Disney's going to find a way to get princess meet and greets into Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
So now you'll be able to meet princesses at all the parks. But
hopefully some like unique and rare characters too. That would be cool.
Yeah, I would hope so. But they basically said it's going to be a really fun place where characters come to life. And there's going to be like a short film, I believe. It harkens back to the original Magic of Disney Animation tour that they had when the park opened. It's sort of in the spirit of that.
That's awesome. And they're going to have an animation experience there where you can draw characters just like they have at Rafiki's Planet Watch. Well, we assume it'll be the same.
They said you will be able to draw.
Yeah.
A drawing experience there.
With this new Animation Courtyard opening up, we'll finally get a playground again at Hollywood Studios. I'm so excited. Hollywood Studios desperately needed a space for children to be able to run around. It is a Drawn to Wonderland themed, and it is based on Mary Blair concept art for the Alice in Wonderland movie. So they're going to have large flowers, it'll be a garden with musical instruments you can play, and a Mad Tea Party set. It's going to be so much fun, and I'm so relieved for parents that they'll have a place that they could take their kids at Hollywood Studios to like run around. And I'm just so happy for the little kiddos that they'll have somewhere to go, and nobody's going to yell at them that they're touching things and this and that. Kids will get to be kids, and I'm really happy for them. They're going to have a dance party, right?
They're going to have a Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Live, which is a show that debuted at California Adventure last year, if you've been to the West Coast parks. And they're going to bring it over for Hollywood Studios now to have their version of it, which is basically an interactive dance party.
That's so fun. All right, so that is it. That is our top 10 list of things that we're most excited for coming to Disney in 2026.
Hopefully your family can make a trip this year, and if you do, let us know which of these 10 things are you most excited about. What are your kids going to go crazy for?
And until next time, bye.